Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. We've got a great show today. I hate to say it, but summer's leaving.
And I'm going to take every last ounce of the warm weather that I can get.
I am too. And some of the things we're going to be talking about today is Buttermilk Days, which happened down in Bardstown. There was a health and wellness fair down at the Norton's Health Facility in the West End, and some other great things. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
The morning show is the best that there is. Period.
Don't you make me.
Oh, I ain't working around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here.
You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your number one station for R&B, Magic 101.
Well, as we said, we talked about Buttermilk Days, which is something that's been going on a very long time down in Bardstown. So take a look at this.
So we are here at the Buttermilk Festival in Bardstown, Kentucky. Our first time coming to this festival. It is exciting. It's full. But I want to introduce you to Mr. Tony Long because he's been here before. And Tony, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see Urban Lifestyles in the place.
Well, thank you so much. Now, you're going to give us a little bit of the lay of the land, but share with us what your experience has been like here at the Buttermilk Festival.
Well, I've been to previous Buttermilks before, and the entertainment was Lakeside that year. Lakeside gave a tremendous experience show, and it was packed. And this event is always seems to be growing every year. Every year that I've been, more and more people, more good people too. You know, it's all grown and sexy. That's what I like to say it is.
I like that. As I look around, it's family oriented, and we see a lot of that. It's positive. It's love going on. It's us going on. Now, you did make mention about the food that you've been eating. Share a little bit about that.
Yes. Everywhere you go, someone is calling you over, say, hey, have you eaten? Do you want something? We have something. I know they have food trucks here, but even at the food trucks, they're always welcoming and so giving. And I enjoy that feeling of black people coming together and enjoying themselves.
So what would you say is your best part that you enjoy when coming out to the Buttermilk Festival?
My best part is the people. There's so many different people here, so many different persons and people that coming together and just coming together and enjoying themselves, you know. And in this environment today, it's always bad news, but when you come here, it's always good news. It's always exciting to me.
Now, I do hear a lot of thumping and a lot of good music going on. Did you partake in any of the festivities, I would say, of the performers?
No, so far I've just been walking around and I've been talking to people, and everybody seems to have their own little setup right now. So you go to one setup and you might hear the blues, or go to another setup, you might hear old school rap, so it's all kind of different feels and vibes and everything. So you just got to kind of walk around and enjoy it.
I'm meeting a lot of good people along the way. I want to introduce you to Tammy McAdory Bell. Tammy, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you. So glad to have you come and stop and speak with me this evening.
Yeah. So you said that you all come every year to the Buttermilk Festival. What do you all like about it, and how did it even get on your radar?
Well, I know my mother had been coming years when I was younger. I had always worked on Saturdays. I was able to get off on Saturdays, and so my husband and I have been together 4 years, and this has been a tradition of ours. So this is how it came about. So we've been knowing about this place for many, many years. It's just now I get to take advantage of it.
Okay, what do you like best about it? Is the food, music, or just watching people?
Actually, it's watching people and being able to see people that I haven't seen in years. You see so many people that you've gone to school with or you used to work with in the past, or old acquaintances, some relatives that I haven't seen in years. So this is the place to be.
Okay, so I It's fair for me to say it's like homecoming.
It is a homecoming, but in a different city.
Okay, Tammy, thank you so much for sharing and enjoy yourself. And the food looked like it was good. You cleaned it up.
Thank you so very much. You all enjoyed.
So when you have a phenomenal festival like the Buttermilk Festival, someone is putting this on. I want to introduce you to the masterpiece, the mind behind this idea, Mr. Bill Shekels. And Bill, welcome to Urban Lifestyles.
Thank you so much, Denise, for having me with you here today. And thank you for being here at the Buttermilk Days Festival here in Bardstown, Kentucky, the most beautiful small town in America.
Now, you used to be the mayor of Bardstown, right?
Yes, ma'am. Now the mayor pro tem. But so we still have a little bit to do what goes on here in Bardstown. But the biggest thing is that we got this great, tremendous community support to make this thing one of the biggest events, one of the best kept secrets in the state. But it's not so much of a secret anymore because you're here.
Okay, now, when did this first originate and how did you come up with the idea?
We've been doing this for 30 years. So, and a lot of people don't know, but like I say, it's one of the best kept secrets. But it's just like a big family homecoming for like 4,000 or 5,000 people. And it makes it work. It's a big grown party, and people from all over come out to enjoy it. And it's just, as you can see, it's just like a family get together with just tons and tons of happy people.
So I know that this event takes place on Thursday, 3 days starting on Thursdays. Walk us through a little bit about each day's activities.
It's always the fourth weekend in August. And we have it on Thursday. We have a homemade wine tasting and wild meat cookout. On Friday, we have a special event for kids, and we also have a street concert. And on Saturday, we bring in all the big entertainers from all over across the state. So it's and all across the country. So we've had a lot of good entertainers here, and the people just keep coming. They're just happy to be here.
And so I can tell, I heard some other people say they've been coming a lot and it keeps getting bigger and better. What is it that you're doing to make it fresh and make it more, I'm going to say, popping?
Well, what I've done is I've got a lot of good help. You know, I was originator, had the vision to put this thing together, but all the people, my brothers and neighbors, this is the entire Buttermilk neighborhood. That's where the Buttermilk Festival name came from. This is the old Buttermilk neighborhood. And so they're big contributors to it. They all do. Everybody's got a job to do, and they do it well. And they take very good pride in what they do, as you can see. And the people appreciate that. And they come from all over, and we're just proud to have you here.
Well, thank you for having the vision, and thank you for the energy and everybody putting this on. I'm enjoying myself immensely. And you don't want to miss. So next year, it's always going to be, one more time,
the fourth weekend in August.
Okay, here in Bardstown, Kentucky, Buttermilk Festival. And stay tuned because we'll be back with more. All right.
It was a lot of fun, and it was over 5,000 people there, and I like it because it celebrates the neighborhood and the history.
Yeah, that part, and seeing people that we knew, seeing people that we didn't know, we met, and it was friendliness, and it was a neighborhood feel. It was still intimate, but celebratory. It was great.
Right, and catching up with Bill Shekels, who is one of my former classmates from Western and just a great guy and the former mayor of Bardstown. Yeah. And he says, it's like one of the best kept secrets and how it started and what it's developed to today. It's pretty phenomenal.
So now that you all know, you want to tune in and next year participate in Buttermilk Days.
We'll take another break and we'll be right back.
The morning ride. Let's go! Because you won't want to get out of the car when the Streets Morning Takeover is on the Bill's #1 for hip hop.
Early in the morning.
96.
Hi, my name is Lauren Horton Yates. I'm a digital media specialist here at Louisville Water, and I am in charge of the company's social media accounts and digital media. I found this opportunity, I used to work in the news, so this was a great transition. Our vice president of communications, she runs our department like a newsroom, so this was an easy transition for me. The most satisfying and the best part of this job is that every day is different. I get to interview employees as well as people in the community, a lot of our community partners. And I also get to cover a lot of community events as well. We have award-winning Louisville Pure Tap. There's no need to buy bottled water because you have great tasting, some of the best tasting water in America coming right out of your faucet. This is a great place to work. We have excellent benefits. Even though we service more than 1 million people, this is actually one of the smaller companies. We have around 500 people. So it's actually like a family here at Louisville Water. Advice I would have for someone looking for a career in digital media is to never stop learning. There's always new opportunities to take part in, and there's always something new around the corner. So just taking those skills of writing, journalism, as well as videography, and using them for the public good. When I travel, I try to take a Louisville Pure Tap bottle with me because we have some of the best tasting water, and it's hard to beat that on the road.
You know, we got an opportunity to participate in an event that was happening down at the Sports Center in the West End, and I participated on behalf of Kappa Alpha Psi. There were a lot of the Divine Nine there and just community leaders, but it was a great way to take a look at men's health. So take a look at this. I'm here with Kamari Wooten, who is the coordinator of this event, and I have to say, first of all, you've done a great job in getting so many different people in the community out. And why is this event so important?
Man, great question, man. This event is so important because in the West End of Louisville, the life expectancy of a black male is 60 years old, and our counterpart in the East End is 79. That's a 19-year gap, and we're bringing awareness to that, and we're doing something about it right here today, Black Male Wellness Day.
So what type of screenings can people participate in today?
Blood pressure, glucose, cholesterol, BMI, height and weight. We got eye screenings, we got visual screenings, we have dental screenings, we have mental therapists here. So it's just so many different screenings, HIV as well, and a kidney screening. Everything is free.
And how important is it to get our young men involved and engaged in their health and health awareness early?
Because it's a lifestyle. So I'm so happy that the community support this event. You see families, you see kids. They need to know at an early age that it's imperative that we take care of our own health. Health is wealth.
And if someone wasn't able to make it here today, how can they find out more about this event and other ways that they can get screened and just take better care of themselves?
aawellness.org, but we also have a group therapy session every month. We get black men together at the last Wednesday of the month at Tribe. And it's called Real Man, Real Talk. But aawellness.org, you can find everything you need to know. And I urge people, go get checked out before you get checked in.
We're here for Black Men's Wellness Day, and I'm here with the pole mark of Kappa Alpha Psi. And, you know, you have done a lot in terms of getting things done. And Josh, can you talk a little bit about why it's so important for African-American men to be engaged and be concerned about their health at any age and at every level?
Absolutely. So heart disease particularly is one of the leading causes of death for black men, and it's actually increasing in black women. So for the black family altogether, heart health is very important. The Black Men's Wellness Day allows for families and communities to come out and get health screening. And for us as members of Kappa Alpha Psi, you know, we believe in achievement in every field of human endeavor, and that also includes health. I'll say one more thing. I serve as state representative of the 42nd House District, where we are right now in the Russell neighborhood. So putting on that achievement hat, we wear many hats as black men, and when we use those hats to let people know how health is important to our community, everybody benefits.
And why do you think, as a culture, African-American men are slow to take care of their health?
I don't know if we are slow. I hope we're getting better at that. But we are always doing so many other things. You know, we have a community to serve in. We got jobs that we work at. We have people that depend on us, our family, our friends. Black men carry a lot of weight, and we don't always talk about that. And I think one of the reasons why we don't talk about that is a cultural stigma. So, of course, that impacts our heart health, that impacts our mental health, and several other things. And this is a space for us to connect with each other and stay in community. And that's going to be more important as we move forward to a healthier, brighter future.
Josh, thanks for spending some time with us.
Say that again, I'm sorry. I missed it.
I said, thanks for spending some time with us.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. And I'm happy to see the brothers out here. Yo to the Newts. Special shout out to Kamari Wooten, who's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, who's also leading this program today.
Well, I'm here with Karen, and she's about to check my blood pressure. And Karen, why is it so important for African-American men to get their blood pressure checked?
Because African American men don't go to doctors regularly, so they don't know if they have high blood pressure, which can affect your heart, which can affect your kidneys, so it has other effects on the body. So if our men are not taking care of themselves, then they can't take care of their families. So it's important for them to come out and be tested. And what a perfect way to come and get it when it's a free setting, right? So you don't even have to worry about your insurance dealing with it. But come get your free screening, be checked out, and take care of yourself.
At what age should men really start checking their blood pressure and getting it done at least twice a year?
Honestly, I'm not really sure, but I do know that hypertension happens younger and younger. So start getting yourself tested like in your 30s. Like we've had young men, college athletes come in here to get their blood pressure tested. So the earlier you start and get your screenings done, the better, because you give the doctors an earlier chance to offset any health concerns, because you never know what's in your bloodline, right? So you need to get tested so that you find out ahead of time what's in your bloodline, so you get that corrected. Make those changes so that you don't pass it down to the next generation.
You know, as I say, it was a great day to get out. They even had like a 5K, which is about a 3.1 mile walk. But just talking about health and being able to take some of the tests that they had, and it was just a very encompassing day.
What I liked about it most is I've been reading all through the years, especially for 2025, how men's health is so important and getting men to step up and step into it. And you don't want bad health to knock you off your square. So it's best to get in, get your health taken care of. And this is a different shift, I would say, of changing lanes and reposition about what it is about being a man and taking care of your health.
You are correct. And you're correct. And I have no problem with going to the doctor whenever needed.
Sometimes.
We'll take another break and we'll be right back.
The morning show is the best that there is. Period.
Yeah, Chad, don't you make me.
Oh, I can work it around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here.
You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your number one station for R&B, Magic 101.
As always, we're here at Middletown Cycling, and of course, we're going to be talking about things that can help you be a safe bike rider and, you know, even find some very cool accoutrements for your bike.
Yeah, this is the time of year to engage.
So let's just take a look. Well, I'm back again with Nira at Middletown Cycling, and we are on Bardstown Road, right behind Sullivan's Bakery at Bardstown and Gardner Lane. And Nira, it seems like it's been forever, but it's only been a month. It has been, but great to have you back. And today we're talking accessories because, of course, people want to ride bikes, they want to enjoy bikes, but it's still that cool factor and having all the accoutrements. So what are we talking about today?
Well, we're just talking about apparel. Okay. I know it sounds like, oh, you can just wear whatever you want to wear and ride, and which you can do. But as you kind of start riding in groups and then you start doing certain kind of specific things, it just makes sense to wear gear that is appropriate, that will help make your ride a little bit more better.
So let's start with, what do you have here?
Well, one of the biggest things that a cyclist will usually need, and they will always complain about how, oh, my butt hurts, or I'm very sore, and something that I also was not, something that I did not know when I first started riding a bike, is talking about chamois shorts. And so what that is just a pair of shorts, and that have like a padding stitched into it. So you'll find a lot of people come into my shop and say, I just need a very big seat. I need a bigger seat. And the way we look at it is like, that is not always the correct solution, because the more things you have that can cause friction between you and where you're sitting, it actually is not good. It's going to cause you even more discomfort. So what these shorts do is they have the padding kind of stitched in there, and so what this does, it doesn't move around like a regular outside cushion would, and so it eliminates chafing and it eliminates saddle sores, but it kind of gives you an extra layer of cush. And like I know a lot of people were like, well, I don't like wearing shorts like this, and you can just wear regular shorts on top of this, so you're not actually riding with this. You can wear something on top of it if you want it to be more discreet, I guess. The other thing is wearing jerseys like that one there. So most of our jerseys will come with like back pockets, and so if you have your phone, your wallet, your keys, your nutrition, they just kind of sit in the pockets in the back, and you have like an easy access, and you can just grab your phone when you need to. So that way you're not carrying it on you or like on your bike somewhere. It's safe and sound in the back of your jersey.
So when you're using, this type of gear that's really designed for riding, does it really improve your efficiency or drafting and different things like that when you're riding?
Well, it just makes the ride more comfortable, right? So like you're in less pain, and therefore you can now focus on just riding your bike, and you have a pleasant ride, and you can go for miles without feeling any discomfort. So yeah, I would say it definitely helps.
You got the shorts again. So is there something as like too much padding, or what's the happy medium?
Yeah, so most nice chamois shorts, it's not just about the padding, but it's also the overall material and feel and the level of work that goes into it. So like I said, once you have this, don't add more to it. So just you have this, you don't necessarily need a big seat now. If you have this, you don't need a seat cover that is a gel cover that already goes on your saddle. So once you have this should take care of everything you need.
So if people want to get some other little fun things like squeeze bottles or some of the little bags here, all of that?
Yep. Well, you can find it here at the bike shop, middle of town cycling. We're at 2140 Gardner Lane, and you can come check us out anytime.
And one other thing that people should be doing is, as we're changing from summer to fall, is probably get a bike check.
Yeah, get the bikes checked, get it winterized, get it ready for your next season. There are a lot of people who'll still ride during the winter if it's, if they're geared up. And again, there is apparel for winter riding, so I'm sure we'll touch base on that one soon here.
Well, as always, Nero never fails. We find out so much vital information, stuff that we can use and things that we can buy.
So it's like springtime, and then this time of the year that I really like bike riding because the temperature is perfect. And then for me, it's always about feeling safe and knowing what to do for having a good bike ride.
Right, and having a good bike ride, getting out early in the morning now, the air is cool and crisp, so it just really makes for a real nice biking experience. We'll take another break, and we'll be right back. I'm Max Maxwell with the West Louisville Tennis Club, and we are inviting you to join us this summer for the 2025 season because we're going to be playing tennis on hard courts and clay courts, and guess what? It's absolutely free.
It's absolutely free, and we're actively recruiting existing middle, high school girls and boys to join our juniors program. Juniors are ages 12 to 18. We provide professional coaching, year-round play for you guys, stipends to buy your equipment, your shoes, or whatever is needed. So if you're interested in learning and growing, come on down. We're glad to have you. Come one, come all.
So join us at the West Louisville Tennis Club. Well, Tyler's doing her thing. She's being a football wife. She's like a one-person reality show. And she's also a mom-to-be. She's a realtor. She's a fashionista. And we never know what she's going to talk about next. So take a look at this.
Hi, hello, it's Tyler here, and welcome to an edition of My Swaggy Wag. And that right there, 273,000 shares, is my video of my at-home spa pedicure. And people are, can I say, either very much against it or for it. But the comments were endless, and I have been replying, and then there are people replying to other people who they don't know in the comments, and it's all surrounding my pedicure style. I like to do it the way I was taught, and I've been getting a gel pedicure for over 15 years now, and people just can't seem to understand why I'm doing things the way that I am doing things. So I respond graciously, but I always put my opinion, and I always remind people to do what works for them, because that's what happens in the land of social media. There's a lot of opinions and a lot of people thinking that their way is the only way. Here's the actual video. Let me know what you all think. For my at-home pedicure, because I use gel nails and I'm using gel nail tips, I have a certain way that I do it. I clear my cuticles and I push them back the best that I can, not a lot, but just enough so that it fits my nail bed when I get ready to add on the tip. That's what I do that works well for me. Again, I'm always telling people, do what works for you. I clip my nails down pretty low, and then I go ahead and dehydrate my nail bed, because that is a key when you're using gel tips. Then I take my UV lamp, I dry the glue on there, and because I use paint pigments and I have a whole set of these highlighter colors, I don't worry about trying to have a bunch of different polishes. I just pick a color, highlight a color, and I match it. Once I finish my toenails, I then do the water part of my pedicure. And that's what people are so angry about. I mean, you wouldn't believe the comments. The next thing I did was my nails. I have not shared it yet, but I am sure people are going to be just as angry. I do the same process. This nail I did not apply any tips to. I am going with a milky pink color because I really like this color for the spring and the summer. And I go ahead and do a few coats on my natural nail after I have dehydrated it. Once I did that, I cure it under the gel lamp. I do 2 coats. Then I put on a top clear coat that you have to wipe off with alcohol. Then what I am really into now are the glazes. So I go ahead and put a glaze on top of my top coat. And I'm actually really into these ornaments on nails. So this was a rose plus 2 pearls. Then I dried it, and there you go.
So when it comes to my swaggy wag, I'm always looking forward to what she has to say. And sometimes I have to put things on repeat, but it's always something vital. It's always something that I can benefit from. And as they say, I want to keep myself fresh.
Right, and fresh is a good thing. Well, you know what? I think that's our show.
Oh, and that's our time.
And we'll be seeing you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles. And remember to take the shot.
Bye.
Bye.
Show is the best that there is. Period.
Yeah! Come on, Champ! Don't you make me!
Oh, I can work it around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here.
You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your #1 station for R&B, Magic 101.